So a very, very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Polo Line and welcome to Polo. It's back. It is the start of the UK season, and it is, of course, kicking off with the prestigious Justinery and Brooks 2021 Prince of Wales Trophy. Hosted kindly by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, we find ourselves here today on the Le Lion ground. The sun has come out. It's about 14, 15 degrees, a little bit of rain overnight and the last few days, so the ground will be a little bit soft. But we will welcome our first teams for the opening match of the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. A big thank you to them, the fine wine and spirits merchants in London, in St James's Place. First taking their royal warrant in about late 1700s and have been having the royal warrant ever since and cementing their bond with polo, the original sport of kings. And then also a big thank you to the Prince of Wales for 1986 was when he opened the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, and aptly the trophy is named after that. So we will get the teams lined up and we will be calling through. So let's start with Monterosso. So Monterosso in the white, the one. Playing in the white shirts today, Monterosso, the Italian patron and owner, Alessandro Bassoni. He is playing at the number 1 position with a 1-goal handicap. Playing at 2, we welcome him to the UK for the first time. It is the American Mackenzie Weiss off 4 goals. And then at 3, it's Ignacio Cubi Toccolino, 8 goals. And then at the back, David Pallon Sterling at number 4 for Monterosso. Now we move on to the next team, the Great Oaks Le Lion, hosting this match today at their grounds. They'll be playing in the blue shirts. Great Oaks Le Lion at 1, Dylan Bacon, and he'll be playing off a handicap of 2 goals this year. At 2, Guillermo Terrera, he's a handicap of 7 goals. At 3, Pepe Heggie, welcoming him to the UK high goal season. Pepe, welcome to you, as well along with Mackenzie Weiss from Monterosso. And at the back, it is Barto Castagnola with the white and green helmet at the back of 9 goals. That is the Le Lion lineup. The Great Oaks in the blue shirts today. White for Monterosso. And great to see the fields looking so good, ready to start the opening match of this Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. So it runs from the 13th to the 29th of May. There are 12 teams. Absolutely fantastic effort. After such a dire year, we have polo back and in force. 12 teams lining up for this Prince of Wales Trophy. One of the now big ones on the calendar in the high goal, along there with the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup. And we will find that we can actually get polo underway in true style. So umpires, Tim Bown, Peter Wright, and third man is Howard Smith. So last year's winners of the Prince of Wales Trophy, Park Place, who will be playing tomorrow. I think they have a game. Yeah, they do. They play tomorrow against White Crane at 11 o'clock. They are the title holders of the Prince of Wales from last year. In that final, though, was Great Oaks Le Lion, and what a match that was. What a run Le Lion had. What a run they had last year, Le Lion. Queen's Cup, the French Open, and then the runners-up in this Prince of Wales Trophy. Peter Wright and Tim Bown, third man Howard Smith. Right, we're underway, and the ball is in, and it's straight up to Monterosso. Early start, picked up by Pallon. David Sterling takes a little break from the line out, straight through to the goal, and we're up with 1 goal on the scoreboard straight away for the Monterosso. So for the Great Oaks team, sorry, that's Barto coming up. He's taken it away. They've changed shirts already. Barto in the blue takes one for Le Lion straight up on the board, and we are back to the middle we go. We'll go through the teams as we get along here, welcoming a few newcomers to the Prince of Wales and to the high goal circuit. In go Monterosso, hard. Lovely, lovely stick work from Pepe Hege. Fires the ball up, tries to find Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon gets pushed out of it. Comes back, Patron and owner for Monterosso, the Italian, with a backhand, doesn't quite connect. Turned by Mackie Weiss. Mackenzie Weiss, been watching him over the last few years. He's going up towards goal. This is his first time in the UK. He's just played in the gauntlet of polo back in America with Team Coca-Cola, Gillian Johnson's. There's Polon. They played together last year for the Las Monjitas team where they won the CV Whitney Cup. Great backhand by Monterosso. Tries to find Polon. Polon with a little scooped backhand to try and get into the middle, but it's cleared by Barto on the near side. Cubi Tocolino coming in for some pressure. Called off it by Polon. Just couldn't check up enough in time to get the little twist on there, but he's backed up by his teammates, by Tocolino. But there's the run. That's a nice call as Le Leon take Great Oaks across the field there. Great Oaks now on the attack. It's the number 2 going towards goal. Guillermo Terrera. Oh, has he overcooked it? Little chick, and it's through. Just, no, it's not. It's on the right-hand side. And there's a few hands up in the air, but it looks like it's gone wide over the back line. So we welcome a few of these players to the team, and obviously it's great to see the opening match with the finalists of last year's Prince of Wales Trophy, Dylan Bacon with Le Leon and Great Oaks. Barto joining in once again. Newcomer to the team is Guillermo Terrera. Actually, last year played for Monterosso, and he's making the switch this year and coming in to join forces with the Great Oaks team. An interesting dynamic to see also how we get up with the Polon Sterling coming into the lineup, new for Monterosso. And a whistle just stops the play out on the far side of the boards. Umpires Tim Bound, Peter Wright and Howard Smith, third man. So welcome everybody if you're just joining us. This is the opening match of the Prince of Wales Trophy for the 2021 Justina Ian Brooks sponsored first high goal match of the season, and 12 teams entered. That is an amazing effort for polo and sets the bar right for what is expected to be a great season. The ball's in play. It's a little penalty just taken back there from the boards. In goes hard. Barto pushing hard onto Monterosso, but Monterosso come away with it. It's Cubi Tocolino, leaves it behind. Just tries to come back to Polon Sterling to help him out, but then it falls now to Terrera as Le Leon Great Oaks drive that ball forward, and there's the run. Nice opening gap. Barto looks behind him. He's got a few options. He's got Dylan Bacon going up, so there's the pass. Lovely pass to midfield. Has Mackie Weiss seen it? Dylan Bacon comes in. Unfortunately there, I think Dylan didn't see Mackie Weiss. He established that line. So we'll have a look at the replay, but you could see Dylan Bacon thought he had that ball coming down for Le Leon. And Mackie Weiss just coming in, claimed the line already. Good to see him here. He is a young gun from the USA. First time here in the UK, obviously son of Andres Weiss, the Argentine polo player, but he's been having a great season. I've been following him the last few years in America, and he is one to watch out for. Do not count him out. 18 years of age, and we've got quite a lot of young players lined up in this match today. We've got Cruz Heggie, who's only 17. Mackie Weiss, who's only 18. And nice to see so many young players within the tournament. So, a few changes. 4 players. They take that time to change onto their next horses. And the ball will be brought in off the back line. No, it won't. It's the penalty, obviously. Yep. Claimed to Monterosso. Well done, Mackie Weiss, for claiming that. They played together, him and Polon, David Sterling, last year for Las Monjitas in the Gauntlet of Polo. So they'll take a spot penalty where Dylan, unfortunately, went running to goal. So Polon Great drive up to QB Tocolino. Tocolino sees it in front. Polon's still chasing. QB just couldn't quite get on the end of that ball, bouncing ball, and it's left straight back to Le Leon. Up goes Terera. Oh, what a steal from Polon, but he doesn't manage to keep hold of it, and there's a whistle there. Just, unfortunately, I think Polon might have got a little bit eager trying to steal that ball from Terera. Newcomer to the team this year. We'll see what the umpires decide. He arrived in England after playing polo in Egypt, and first time ever back in the day from King's Polo in Egypt, and he's also be playing with La Dolfina, I think, later on this year. La Dolfina Brava, he'll be playing with Pororto Cambiasso and with Taranco and Rodrigo Andrade. So interesting lineup, and be interesting to see how Le Leon Great Oaks do this year. So a penalty to the Blues, straight through. Pepe Heggie steps up. Or was that Barto? Yep. Takes that ball through, and it's a penalty converted to Le Leon Great Oaks. 2 goals on the scoreboard. And back to the middle they go. So Monterosso yet to get on the scoreboard. Playing at home on the home advantage, maybe. Great Oaks just finding themselves a little bit easier. But as I said, that QB Tocolino often playing with Alessandro Bassoni in his team. QB Tocolino and his brother play the circuit all over the world. QB, this is a lovely run. This is a lovely run, and through it goes. Ignacio QB Tocolino. Great run from goal. And unfortunately, Great Oaks just couldn't stop that advance. On a horse called Tinta, I think. We'll get a horse list through as soon as we can and try and keep you updated. So ins the ball. Monterosso with the drive up the boards. Tries to find Mackenzie Weiss, 18 years of old from America, playing with Monterosso this year. A very fast and rapid player, and he is not frightened to play with the big boys. And look at him go. Nearly. There was no whistle, and they come out of it now. Le Leon, Great Oaks with the drive up the field. Up goes Dylan Bacon for the pass, which is coming straight over his head towards him. But will QB Tocolino get back there in time? No, Dylan connects. No, he doesn't. Just a slight little jump. QB couldn't get the backhand. And it comes to Terera. Guillermo, Terera in front of goal. Oh, he's just got to walk it in. He's got to walk it in. Yes, he has. Little tap, and through it goes. Another goal from the Blue, from the Great Oaks Le Leon. Here's the replay. Terera just taking that ball under a bit of pressure, but if they'd come across, they would have caused a foul. And he just manages to tap that ball through the goal. And they are up on the scoreboard with 3 goals to 1. QB trying to fight with it. Gets left to Polon. Hard ride off from Barto. Polon Sterling. Near side, offside. QB Tocolino. Oh, in comes Guillermo there to try and steal it. QB takes it back. He's got the line. QB Tocolino is being hassled. In goes Dylan Baker with the man behind. There's the drive up. Read well by Barto. Barto trying to keep this back door shut. misses that back door this time, and Monterosso from Alessandro Bassoni manages to get that ball in. The flag goes up, and that is another goal on the scoreboard. So it looks like it's 3-2, the final score. So 3 to Le Lyon Great Oaks, 2 to Monterosso, and we'll see you in for the next chukker, and we'll go into the Welcome back to the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, hosting the Justiniani and Brooks 2021 Prince of Wales Trophy. We are back for the second chukker, and we're back here being hosted on the grounds of Le Lyon for the opening match of this Prince of Wales Trophy. First match out of lots of polo being played over the next couple of weeks. 12 teams have entered this opening high gold trophy, and what a fantastic consistent amount of polo we have got planned for this year. Lots of teams, Queen's Cup, Gold Cup, and we're away for the second chukker, where you see 3 goals to Le Lyon Great Oaks and 2 to Monterosso. So, ball's in play. Monterosso playing in the white shirts. Great Oaks, Le Lyon in the blue. Little backhand is called up. Nice ride-off from Great Oaks. Good little backhand, tries to come to Polon. Polon reads it well, takes out the man on the near side, turns. Just loses Dylan. He's got a little bit of hassle there as well from Pepe Heggie. Oh, Pepe there, that's Barto, sorry, Barto. Barto calls for it. Whistle there on the boards. The umpire stops play. A little bit of confusion there. We just lost sight as we went round the side of the field. Umpires Peter Wright, Tim Bown, and Howard Smith being the third man. So it's a spot penalty to Great Oaks Le Lyon. Read well from Pepe Heggie up to Barto. Barto in the number 3 position. Pepe Heggie, first time on the UK high goal season here in the number 4. QB Toccolino plays often with Bassoni in this team. They've been playing with each other for the last few years. Tries to drive the ball up towards the far side of the field. It gets picked up by Barto. He does that so well. He just comes in, sweeps around, his head's everywhere. He's just had a brilliant season in America, playing in the World Polo League for the Palm Beach Open. He actually had a win in the Palm Beach Open with his team, playing alongside Pablo Madonna. There's the drive up. Will it go all the way to Dylan? No, it won't. Oh, in comes Polon. Sterling down the line like a train. The ball going the other way. Polon thinks that's his. And Great Oaks in the blue think that's theirs. So Bolon, really good to have him in there. Newcomer to the team for Monterosso this year. He's obviously 9-time winner of the Argentine Open. Had some accolades under his belt. He's won the US Open in 2007 and the Gold Cup, obviously, in 2012 and 13. Played with QB Togolino actually this year in Argentina in the Republica Argentina Cup. And last year with Mackenzie Weiss, hence maybe that's why Mackenzie is joining the Monterosso team. They played last year for Las Monjitas in America in the Gauntlet of Polo. So a really interesting lineup, Monterosso. Be really interesting to see how that plays out. So back to the penalty. It is awarded to Great Oaks Le Leon. Undefended. Straight through it goes. Barto pops that away. Barto Castagnola, a man on a mission, along with his brother Camila Heta. We'll be interested to see. He's playing for Tarkan Jackas this year. It'll be interesting to see how those guys get on, the captivating Castagnolas this season. So, back to the middle. Bullon, straight up. Tries to find some space. Tries to find Mackie. QB says, I've got it. He calls Mackenzie Weiss off it. There's the shot from QB Toccolino. Kept in by Great Oaks. Oh, stolen. Stolen by QB. Stolen by Toccolino. Oh, that's unfortunate for Great Oaks. Just a little mistake there. QB Toccolino just came round, pounced straight on that ball. Fired it straight through, taking them up now to 3 goals for Monterosso in the white shirts, 4 to Great Oaks Le Leon. So players are going to use this time to change some horses. Ground is looking good, considering we've had a lot of rain over the last few weeks. If you would like to follow us, you can follow us on social media. You can see now on Facebook and on Instagram, and follow us at Polo Line. And QB Toccolino is just getting on at the far end by the polo line, so you can see with his turquoise hat, the number 3 for Monterosso. QB has played for a long time with Monterosso back in 2016-17 with Alessandro. They also played together in the Dominican Republic and in Argentina. So we welcome you, if you're just joining us, to Polo Line TV. A very warm welcome to the 2021 Prince of Wales Trophy, sponsored by Justinery and Brooks, the wine and spirits merchants in London, and hosted kindly by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. We're opening up with our first match of many over the next couple of weeks for this brilliant tournament, with 12 teams entered, 2 leagues. All will play 2 league matches each, 6 in each league. And we start today with the finalists of last year, Great Oaks Le Leon in the blue, narrowly missing out from Park Place last year to just come runners-up in the final against Monterosso. Won this actually in 2018, I think Monterosso won this tournament. So 2 strong teams with some different lineups. There's the whistle. Just a little stop in play. 4-3, close scoreline in this chukker. Welcoming, like we said earlier, some young guns in the team. Nice to see Mackenzie Weiss from America, 18 years old. Cruz Heggie, obviously the eldest son of polo legend. I think I said Pepe Heggie earlier. It's obviously not Pepe, it's Cruz Heggie, who's 17 years old. He's the eldest son, obviously, of Eduardo Russo Heggie. Yeah, I mean, amazing to have him in his debut for English high golf season. There's the drive from Barto, the number 3 for Great Oaks. QB Tocolino steals it. Love watching this man play, and his brother Santi Tocolino Polon on the grey, taking out, trying to keep a little bit of options open for QB. He moves out to the right, but Mackie Weiss is so good at reading those balls, and look at that, fall straight for him. Mackenzie Weiss, the number 2 for Monterosso, has to slow it down. He's got Ono and Patron behind him. But once again, Barto comes in, steals it. No whistle as yet. Backed up by Cruz. Cruz, Heggie and Barto working well together. Wonder how the nerves are going for him today. Oh, a little bit of a stumble as Polon turned literally on a sixpence there and nearly caught the back of Dylan. Drives the ball up to QB. QB manages to get a stick just out on there. He's just literally a stick's length in front of Tadera. He takes it on the near side. This is quite hard now. He's gone right to the left-hand side. He's got to bring it back inside. He's got now a few options, but in come Leon Great Oaks. They are unbelievable at coming back in defense, and they just took that ball straight from QB. And once again, this man takes wide, using all of the field, as always. Finds some space, and this nice horse opening up just tries to connect with that, but doesn't. Barto, a little bit of a check. It's hit a little bit of a divot and has actually gone down into a little bit of a hole. So the whistle will be blown, and the ball will be reset for both teams, as that's not anyone's advantage. So Tim Bowen, umpire, asks the players to line up on him. In goes the ball for a line-out throw straight to QB. Such a calm player. And then Polon calls for it. There it is. That's a lovely drive all the way up the field. Will it meet a Monterosso stick? Dylan Bacon tries to come onto that line, but I think once again, Mackenzie Weiss steaming down there on his line already for Monterosso, already established that line coming from the Monterosso stick. And I think Dylan just didn't see Mackenzie Weiss coming across, or a white player. So one of the umpires have decided to come back to the middle. They're going to play again from a penalty. To Great Oaks Les Lions. Each team just finding their feet. This is the opening high goal match of the season. There's plenty of polo to be played. A lot of these teams are competing in the big ones this season, the Cartier Queen's Cup and the British Open Championships, the Gold Cup at Cowdrey. Guillermo Tadera is just asking if he can change horses. And it's quite easy to spot a couple of these players because of their iconic helmets. I mean, if we look at Barto Castagnola in the 3, the number 3 shirt for Great Oaks, white with a green sort of visor. And that is like his dad, Lola Castagnola, the all-time great, same color. And then actually what's really nice is that if you look at Cruz Heggie and his helmet, color of his helmet is same colour as his dad, Eduardo Riso Heggie. And whilst we're talking about the Heggies, I would love to wish Pedro all the best from Russo and to Russo. Tadada has changed horses. Right, okay. He's back. Okay, so this time, Barto has said, you take it, Cruz. Fire it up, and what a drive, but a little bit wide. And over the back line. But no, we were just saying thank you, Cruz, for lovely to see you in here, and so good to have a debut in the English high goal. Long may your reign continue, like your father and your grandfather before you. And we wish you all the best for your brother, for Pedro. Make sure his recovery is speedy and as successful as possible. So we're in the third chukker. It's 4 to Great Oaks Le Lion, 3 to Monterosso. Umpires just having a decision, having a chat with the players and a little chat with the patron and the owner of Monterosso, Alessandro Bessoni. And that is where the team name comes from, Monterosso. And Alessandro just coming in and shaking the hand of Dylan Bacon there, I can see. Both owners just having a little, okay, everything's okay. Let's play gentleman like polo. So, ball's brought in from Ballon on this lovely little grey. And there is a whistle straight away. Ballon out wide to the right. QB Tocolino already on the line. And then, unfortunately, blue shirt just coming across. Didn't see QB. QB came, found himself already established, and just caused a little infringement of play there. So, ball being put in the middle of the field for a penalty at the halfway point. Ballon just asking the umpire. He thought it should have gone a little bit further up the field. They're always going to ask for it to get asked, for it to be put up further up. I'm sure everybody would like it closer to the goal to increase their chances. So it's a nice drive off. Ballon takes it quickly. QB Tocolino comes in and just drives that ball, literally smashes that ball over the goal, but I don't think it went through. It sort of caught an angle. It was more like a rugby conversion. And I don't think that looked like it went in. I think the goal judge would have had a hard time at trying to get the flags going with that one. And a lot of these players, you know, first opening chukker, or second chukker, should I say, first opening match to get all these horses ready for a big season. They'll be working out how the team works, how the horses work in a proper game scenario. And it'll be the ones that manage to establish themselves quickly. What a steal. What a steal from Mackenzie Weiss on the near side. Then a lovely little backhand. Oh, great play, but the back door is shut. Back to Torreira from Great Oaks. He drives the ball up to try and find Barto. Tocolino on the near side. Manages to take it out of the air and still have possession. Pops it in front for Ballon. Ballon's got a bouncing ball, but it's out over the boards. That's unfortunate. And the attack of Great Oaks is stopped by QB Tocolino. So we're halfway through. So that is the end of the third chukker. Or end of the second chukker, should I say? 4 goals to Great Oaks Le Lyon, 3 goals to Monterosso at the end of the second chukker. We're going to go to break very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed this coverage so far. Join us after the break. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back. We have got ourselves together for the start of the third chukker here at Le Lyon ground. This is the 2021 Prince of Wales Trophy, sponsored by Justinery and Brooks, the fine wine and spirits merchants up in London, who have had a royal approval warrant for many, many years now, and just go synonymous and cement that polo partnership. And it's hosted kindly by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, this tournament. This is the opening match. 12 teams in this Prince of Wales Trophy. 12 teams, 2 leagues, 6 in each. And this is the finalists in this match of last year, which is the Great Oaks, Le Lyon boys. They narrowly missed out to Park Place last year in the final. If we have a look at the stats so far, you can see Great Oaks first chukker 3, Monterosso 2, and then Great Oaks another 1 in there, 1 more from Monterosso. So evenly matched, 4 goals to 3. Nothing too crazy has happened just yet. Everybody just finding their groove halfway through this match, and you can see that the ground is not doing too badly. We've had a lot of rain over the last few weeks. That might have stopped a lot of practices, but everybody is pumped and ready to play after such a hard year. Having 12 teams in the opening high goal match of the UK season is fantastic. Right, okay, here we go. Barto Castagnola hits that ball up. We're all together now. We've got all the tech things working and we're ready to fire off on all cylinders. A little bit of a slow start for us, I think, and for the teams as we get going in this high goal season, but it's great to have you all here joining us at Polo Line for one of the warm-ups, if you like, but firmly competitive high goal players tournaments of the Prince of Wales. So Polon Sterling up to QB Tocolino. Oh, Barto tried to come in there, but QB Tocolino read it well. In comes Dylan Bacon to try and go for the near side backhand. Mackie Weiss drives the ball back up to try and find his owner and his patron, Bassoni, but it's taken again on Mackie Weiss. Honestly, you've got to watch this kid. He's 18 years of age and he is unstoppable. Playing for Las Monjitas last year in the Gauntlet of Polo, just played for Coca-Cola. In the Gauntlet of Polo, Gillian Johnson and Nico Pierres. He was joining them on the USA circuit. Polon again. Oh, gets pushed into there by Cruz Heggie. I think Cruz thought he was okay. Polon looks at the umpire. And let's have a look at the screen. Now we've got able to see the replays. We'll be able to see what happened there. But it looked like Cruz had come in. So Polon hits the ball, establishes that line. Dylan, he turns, and in comes Cruz. Yeah. So they have awarded a penalty. Unfortunate for Cruz. Young gun, 17 years of age, eldest son of polo legend Eduardo Russo Heggie. First debut here in the English high goal season. Polon joining the newcomer to the team this year. Played with Mackie Weiss last year for Las Monjitas. joining Alessandro Bessoni this year. 30-yard penalty awarded to them from that infringement of play. QB, Toccolino. Toccolino, I just love to say his name like that. Toccolino pops the ball in, and they will score. Monterosso taking that play now. And back to the middle they go. 4-4 apiece here at the Le Lyon ground. Umpires Peter Wright, Tim Bown, and third man is Howard Smith. And the pressure's all on, really. These are two strong teams, and I think are going to be contenders all the way. If you look at the scoreline already, 4-4 in the first half. Yes, anything can happen, and yes, it's early days, but horses are looking good, and this is where they will start to use this tournament and use these matches to establish how the team goes and how it unfolds for the rest of the season. That's a lovely strike, but it just gets deflected. But back to it is Terrera Guillermo. Terrera takes it. He's been hassled by QB. Goes for the next shot. Ah, it wasn't a great connection that he wants. QB's very good at stealing these. Has he got it? Oh, in comes Terrera again. Polon. Still Great Oaks. Oh, he's done well, Terrera. He's getting hassled. There's white shirts all over him. Oh, it's getting a little bit messy out there. Somebody come in and take it. It's Barto. Now Cruz opens up, asks the horse for a little bit more speed. Barto right in front of goal. Barto right in front of goal. Goes for the swing, right down the line. Whistle there. QB Toccolino might have just been in the way. And let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, I think QB Mackie Weiss first. There was a Mackie Weiss first coming across from Monterosso. Then there was a QB Toccolino. So a penalty awarded to Great Oaks. 30-yard penalty. And let's see who will take this. Barto normally, but he might ask Cruz to take it. No, Barto playing in that white and green hat, just like his father, Lola. Walks up to it. Ooh, that walks up to it. Nearly went wide, and in it goes. So from another penalty, 5-4. Great Oaks take back the lead. A little bit of hassle as the ball gets thrown in. Everybody fighting for it. Out it goes. Who comes with it? Mackie Weiss tries. Mackenzie Weiss. No. Polon now. Sterling. Great little chip shot. Didn't want to spank it too much. Just gave it a little bit there just to try and find Mackenzie, but he couldn't do it. You've got to watch these two. This will be a really good partnership. Pepe, Barto and Cruz, sorry. And then the Mackenzie Weiss using him. Polon Sterling for Monterosso. I think that'll be nice to see how he establishes over the next few months here in the UK. There's the backhand, but it's a little bit too big, and over the boards it goes. So the 12 teams, they're placed into 2 leagues. Like we said, they all play 2 league matches. Great to see 12 teams entering this first high goal competitive tournament of the season. Little stop in play. Teams have a change of horses. And you can see the team of the white shirts for Monterosso. So for those of you that are just joining us, I'm your commentator, Carlo Martinez. Sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier. We just had to get up and running in the opening season and the opening tournament. A few things left till last minute. But hello, I'm Carlo Martinez, your commentator here for Polo Line. Make sure you follow us at Polo Line TV on social media and on Facebook. Like us, follow us. We will be covering the whole of this tournament the Justine Irene Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy, along with many other tournaments around the world this season. And for all your latest news updates, make sure you are on the social media Polo Line TV. There it is, Mackenzie Weiss. And he is, we were just talking about him earlier. Watched him a little bit over the last few years. He was sort of 16, 17. He won the CV Whitney Cup playing for Las Monjitas in the USA circuit last year with Polon. So that might be quite a nice little partnership that's establishing here. And they've brought each other on board. He just finished playing for Coca-Cola with the Gillian Johnson team in America alongside Nico Pierres. So watch out for him. He loves to ride off and bump. I have seen him do some crunching ride-offs. And do not count him out on a run to goal. He is on fire at the moment, so I look forward to seeing how he develops over the season. So it is 5 to Great Oaks Les Leon, the finalists of last year's Prince of Wales, the winners of the 2020 Queen's Cup, and the winners of the French Open. They were runners-up, obviously, in the Gold Cup last year here in England, alongside Barto and Dylan Bacon. That is a great partnership that's also developing nicely. So players have changed, using this opportunity to get as many horses out as possible. There's a little hit up. QB has to slow right down to get that. Tocolino, now he goes forward. Dylan Bacon with a nice ride-off, goes to the backhand, gets caught off it by Tededa. Lovely red read there from Polon. He just turned round straight away. He's got Mackenzie Weiss behind him, but he's deciding to go all on his own. Cruz Heggie's in the way. And Polon coming through a little bit quicker than I think Cruz Heggie was expecting. And I think, once again, unfortunately, Cruz might have just got caught short by Polon. That's the second time that's happened to him. They take the ball, and it takes it quick, and it's in. So they take that penalty quickly, and Monterosso capitalise on that little mistake there, unfortunately, by the 17-year-old Cruz Heggie. So back on 5 apiece in the third chukker. This is a nice match, just going goal from goal, nothing too crazy at the moment. Tim Bound throws in the ball. Oof. I thought Mackenzie Weiss was coming straight in front of Barto there, but he managed to avoid causing a foul. And there's the drive up to Guillermo Tadele. He has a little check up. He's all on his own. He goes for the cut shot. Oh, cut shot, but not enough cut shot. Mackenzie Weiss doesn't get the backhand that's needed either. And Barto is there to mop up the gravy and pops it straight through. And that's what happens if you don't get your backhands. Mackenzie Weiss just, unfortunate for there. Just not enough on it, you see. Straight to Barto. He tried to put it out to Polon, but Barto just read it well. And there we are. 6-5 goal from each end. Got to get those backhands in. I know Mackenzie will be kicking himself on that one. And it goes. 1 minute 30 on the clock in this third chukker. Opening match of Trophy, the 2021 Justine Irene Brooks. Thank you for your support, and the Royal County of Berkshire for hosting the whole tournament. We're playing a lot of these matches around on surrounding fields. This is the home of Le Lion. They have the advantage. Polon for Monterosso joining this team. This is his debut joining this team. A bit of a switch, actually. So Polon joining this one, and then a switch up with Tadada. Here he is. He looks up. He's got QB Tocolino going slightly in front of him. He's got Mackenzie Weiss behind. Dylan Bacon. Great little read from him. There's the backhand from Dylan. Oh, it stopped on the tracks. Can the Alessandro come through? Yes, he didn't realize he had all the time. He looked up and he said, "Can I go?" And yes, he can. In comes QB to try and hassle. Oh, it's a nice little stop and turn there. Look at him go, but he's just left it behind. QB. Polon goes for the run. He says, "Go, hit it now. Hit it quick before everyone hassles you." Dylan Bacon is constantly on his man. And this is how well they played last year. Dylan Bacon was that 4-man polo. It was unbelievable, and helped them carry them to victory in the Queen's Cup and in the French Open. Absolute cracking season last year, Dylan Bacon. And they turn. Monterosso, QB Tocolino. Barto Castagnola the captivating Castagnolas. Both of them playing, both brothers playing in this tournament for different teams. Barto redoing his partnership with Dylan Bacon. It was a great one last year, and he's been playing the World Polo League in Florida in the last few months. Had a win over there as well in the Palm Beach Open. Terera, Guillermo. Oh, it's a bit sticky out there at the moment. A lot of people trying to turn it and losing it. On that play, though, they've decided to blow the whistle. Pelon Sterling just having a chat with Peter Wright. And we'll see if this is the end of the third chukker, and maybe we'll come back. End of the fourth chukker, sorry. Maybe we'll come back after this. Let's just see what the umpires decide. A few of the players going off. Yes, it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for the first half. It is 6-2 Great Oaks Le Lyon, 5-2 Team Monterosso for the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. And that's the end of the third chukker. Stay with us as we go to the break, and we'll see you very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2021 Justina Ian Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. You join us here halfway through of this first opening match. You can see on the camera there, we've got the owner of the, or the patron, should I say, of the Great Oaks Le Lyon team, Dylan Bacon, and the guys just having a quick chat. We are actually at the Le Lyon ground, beautiful ground. Thank you, Le Lyon, for allowing us to play this opening match here, and the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club hosting this tournament. It's 13th of May to the 29th of May. There's Barto having a chat there with Cruz, Heggie, and you can see there's the lineup and there's the stats so far. So pretty close. Great Oaks had a good opening compared to Monterosso, but they managed to come back late in that first chukker to score 2, and then it was sort of one more for Great Oaks and one more for Monterosso. The third chukker, goal either side, really, and it pushed it 2 to 6-5. And it's the opening sort of match for everybody, for horses, for teams, everybody getting together, playing in this brilliant tournament. 12 teams entering this Prince of Wales Trophy, all highly competitive. And we welcome you all to Polo Line. Follow us on social media, Polo Line OK. And you can see all of the Prince of Wales, plus a lot of other tournaments this year in France on the European circuit. And we will be following interviews, profiles, and match commentary, and all the live streaming. So we will be looking at the schedule now for the second half. It looks like a few of the players are getting themselves ready, but it also looks like there's a few players not getting ready. Looks like they've got a bit of time. There's the spectators. We've only got a few here, which is nice, though, just to see people. Nice to see people here, people able to hug after such a long, dire year. What a disastrous year we've had. What a strange year we've had. And to actually see people on a polo field, treading in divots, smiling, laughing, able to touch, hold hands, is a wonderful thing. And I think polo itself has grown through this year. The community has got better over the year, and polo is bigger and better, especially on the UK season this year. I cannot wait for this season. The Cartier Queen's Cup, the British Open Gold Cup, the Prince of Wales Trophy. We have so much polo, from low goal to high goal, and it really shows that polo is on the rise here in the UK, and long may it continue. So it feels good. It feels good to be back. It feels good to have players here from all over the world representing such good quality polo, and some familiar faces after everybody missing each other last year. Not much polo got played. Saying that, we did get some high goal tournaments out underway, and there they are, Great Oaks. They won the Queen's Cup last year. Great partnership with Dylan Bacon and Barto in there. And, they won the French Open as well. They were runners-up here in the Prince of Wales Trophy against Park Place. And they were runners-up in the Gold Cup. But it's a four-man polo for sure. It'd be interesting to see how this partnership goes with Guillermo Terrera. He's a newcomer to the team. He played last year for Monterosso, so he's actually made the switch into the Great Oaks team. He will be playing with Poroto Cambiasso and Taranco and Rodrigo Andrade, actually, I think, for the La Dolfina Brava. That's nice. Barto, the next generation, passing on to the next generation. I mean, Barto now, what is he? He's 20 years of age, and we watched him for the last 3 or 4 years, just unstoppable. The captivating Castagnolas, as we like to call them. winner of the 2019 Gold Cup. I remember commentating that game for the British Open. They were playing for Dubai with Rashid Al Buwadi. He was playing with his brother Heta and Nachi Duplessis, and it was tied up, level. I think it was 12-12, was it, from memory? Such a match against King Power, and they took it in overtime. And Heta just took the ball and managed to just get it through a few people and score. And they took the win for the British Open. So very, very impressive, the Castagnolas, and I look forward to seeing them develop again even more. I mean, Camilo Heto is on 8 goals. Barto's on 9. Camilo's playing for Talandrakas this year. Barto is playing with Great Oaks. Le Leon. And an interesting one then with the number 4. Cruz Heggie, eldest son of polo legend Eduardo Russo Heggie, grandson of the 17-time winner of the Argentine Open, Alberto Pedro Heggie. I mean, it's in his blood, but he's young, he's 17, he needs the experience, and this is his absolute debut in English high golf season. So it'll be really interesting to see. He's already had a few little mishaps with getting out the way, not in time, and causing a few fouls. So we'll see how he goes. But it's early days, and I can't wait to see how this partnership develops. So we are back. We're getting some horse lists coming through to us. Apologies that we don't have that much information, but we're in for the 4th chukker. It's 6 to Great Oaks. It's 5 to Monterosso, and we're back in for 3 more chukkers as we get underway. So a little team talk from both coaches, and it is a nice fire up the field as both players go back. Guillermo Terrera and Pelon Sterling cancel each other out. QB Tocolino comes in the backhand, but he doesn't connect. Barto read it well. He doesn't manage to fire that ball through, but Dylan Bacon is there on the near side. Mackenzie Weiss just coming in to steal. Cancels that out. Pelon says, no, I've got it. Goes for the fake backhand. Comes inside Barto. Up now goes Bassoni, and up goes Mackie Weiss. It hits the back of a horse. Alessandro, a bouncing ball. He gets called off it by QB. Now there's 3 whites. 3 whites coming through on the near side. Up to Mackenzie Weiss now. Up Pelon. Pelon says, I'm coming through. And look how he goes through. He's gone through 1. He's gone through 2. He's now going past the owner and Patron. He's got a horrible cut shot to do, but he gets the angle, hasn't got enough power, and it's cleared. Unlucky for Monterosso. Back to Pelon. How did Pelon get from there to there? He was literally there. Wow. The man gets everywhere. Oh, that was not great from Cruz. It passed it straight into Pelon. They're everywhere. Pelon can't move. There might be a whistle if they don't get out the way. And there is the whistle. Pelon tries to hit it. Don't tell me he's done it again. Oh, no, he has, I think. We just talked about Cruz giving away a foul. And Pelon, I think he thought he was okay. There's brother. Heto, yeah. He's there playing for Talandrakas this year. 8 goals. Camilo Castagnola, or Heta as he's known. Again, played for the World Polo League in America alongside his brother. They had a cracking season. They both won a tournament each. Out there with Pablo McDonough and some well-known international players. So a penalty has been awarded, unfortunately, from Heggie, giving it away to Monterosso, and QB Tocolino pops that away. Every time he scores a goal, we have to say Tocolino, because that's just the way I have to say his name, because it's just such a beautiful name. It just rolls off the tongue. Tocolino scores a goal from that penalty. So that was unfortunate for Great Oaks. I think Cruz thought he was okay, but Pelon trying to come through. Right of way infringement, penalty given, 6-6. Okay. But it's early days. His absolute debut, he's got a lot to learn. And if he turns out to be anything like his father, it will be amazing. So here we go. Barto, look how quickly he turns. In comes Terrera behind to back him up. He goes left and he puts down the hammer to get away a little bit. There's Mackenzie Weiss, all out the air. Little chip shot comes back up behind Pelon. Still got it. He's being hassled, though. Now Pelon comes in. He's got to be careful. He doesn't foul. He's careful. There's no sandwich as well. Bassoni comes in. So does QB Tocolino. Gets left behind. Terrera mops up at the back. There's the cut shot. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, what a great goal. Brilliant goal from Terrera. Oh, wow. And he knew there was traffic in the way. He had to chip it up and add a little bit of angle as well. And he does that, sticks up in the air. I think he's happy with that one. Is he smiling? Yes, he is. That is a hell of a smile. Kishemo, always smiling. Always smiling. What a gentleman off the field as well as on the field. But he'll be happy with that. Nice and easy. No one's going too hectic at the moment. And it's 6-6 in this force chucker. Peter Wright throws in the ball up to Barto. Oh, Barto looked like he was wanting to absolute kill that ball, and I think in doing it, he just left it behind, but it just somehow seems to just come back to him. That's a nice horse, just keeping Mackenzie Weiss out of the way, but watch him. He'll wait. I've seen him steal balls off 10-goalers many a time. Mackenzie Weiss from America, playing his debut here in the UK, and as they try to turn and go for that ball, I think umpire Tim Bown. Let's have a quick look. So on the near side, he takes it. He looks behind him. He goes for the backhand. And then I think you'll find the Monterosso white player coming down the line, establishing that right of way. And Barto just couldn't get away with that one. So will be a penalty awarded to the white shirt to Monterosso. Apologies for the slow start at the beginning. We were just getting everything ready from a technical point of view to get this footage delivered to you, but now we are up and running, all guns blazing here at the beautiful grounds of Les Lions. And with this rain the last few weeks, do you know what? It hasn't cut up as much as I thought it would today. 7 goals to 6, a very tight scoreline, and that's kind of like the way it's been for most of this match. So interesting to see what happens over the next few weeks for this tournament. Tomorrow we have Park Place versus White Crane and King Power. They're back after a year off last year. Top Siwatana Prabha is back with the King Power team, and he will be up against Emlor. So it'll be interesting to see King Power back on the circuit. Emlor as well, joining forces. And the players are just going to use this opportunity to change ponies. Oh, someone's just had a little tumble, just changing horses. I think that was Dylan, but he's all right. He's okay. He's just decided just to check that, see how soft the ground is. Just over on the far side, but he's all good. And it's lovely. Let's have a look. I'm sure Dylan won't mind us. So he does the great swap. He goes from, oh, okay. He's all right. He's okay. So just one of those things. He just maybe took hold a little bit too tight as he jumped over, and the horse fresh start the season, wanting to get out there, but he'll just have a sore bum rather than a sore anything else, I think. So he's had worse, I'm sure. So Dylan back out on the field, ready as they change horses. And again, these horses are all being tried out. They're going to play around with the order. They're going to play around with the string. They're going to try and find a good format that works. Both big organizations, Great Oaks, Les Lions, and Monterosso. It's great to have Alessandro Bassoni here again for a few years. They won it in 2018, actually. And obviously don't count out the Monterosso Vikings as well, playing medium goal, and with his wife, Siri Bassoni. So 2 huge organizations, really. So we've been awarded a little penalty there, 60-yard penalty. So just because it was way back in sort of towards the middle of the field, actually, or just over the middle of the field, where Barto was just trying to establish that line to get it back. But Monterosso were coming down already on that line. So a penalty, 60 yards, have been awarded. QB Tocolino. He just got the last penalty. Can he get this one? It's a little bit further out. So a bit of wind up is picked up a little bit. Here we go. QB. Oh, yeah. Wind picked up a lot. You can see the trees moving. Just took it to the far side, to the left. I will rest from saying my Tocolino. Okay, so Young, Cruz Heggie, up to Barto, who's changed onto a grey. I'll see if I can get the horse list for these and get them to you for the next few chuckers. Nice little drive up to Terera Bassoni reads it well. He's going to come back in, but Tadada has the line, tries to take it on the near side. Dylan Bacon, always there. Dylan Bacon, oh, he pops it up high, though. QB Tocolino with a lovely open backhand to try and find Polon. Barto reads it. Mackenzie Weiss and Alessandro Bassoni. In comes Barto. Oh, crunching rider from Barto. Nice from Bassoni. Just keeping Barto out there. Oh. Polon can't get his stick. He's got it caught on a couple of players. Okay, hang on. Polon just caught Dylan. Caught that horse on the bridle there. There's a couple of people around. We'll see what the umpire decides. It got a little bit messy there. Unfortunate there. Polon just trying to get his stick away. Let's have a quick look. So you've got on the boards, you've got Dylan Bacon there. You've got QB with the backhand. Ooh. Yeah, I think they're going to do a throw in. Yes, they are. (7-6) though. Great Oaks still lead by 1 goal. In it goes. Mackenzie Weiss. Go on, Mackie. He's a good player. Looks up. Oh, he looked up a bit too long, I think. I think he was looking for Bassoni. Oh, what a nice shot. The sound of that ball on the end of Barto's mallet was beautiful. And there is the finish from Tadada. That is power polo play right there. And that is a lovely goal for Tadada. Look at this. Polon left short and one hit. Oh, it's beautiful. What a beautiful thing. It even curved as it went in. So 7-6 goes up to 8-6 in the 4th chukker. Cruz. Backed by Tadada. Polon checks up. He's got Mackenzie Weiss behind him. He's got Bassoni in the middle. Barto's coming back. What a lovely turn from Polon. Right. That's interesting. Have a look at this. So Polon comes to it, takes the ball, creates the new line. Barto misses out. Polon's still there. Dylan's there, but I think it might have been Bassoni, Alessandro, unfortunately riding him into the line. So Dylan had no choice there. He got pushed across the line. So that is actually a foul to awarded to, no, Cruz. He doesn't quite get the connection that he wanted there. Penalty taken quickly by Great Oaks. In comes Mackenzie Weiss. Oh, he's still got it. It's bouncing ball. Has he still got it? Oh, he's still got it. Oh, he's still... Oh, unlucky. Left it behind. And so does Barto. But he picks it up on the near side. QB comes in to steal. Little turn. Little check. He's got a few options. He's got QB Tocolino coming in. Unlucky Barto. Umpire saying that he's got to get rid of it. And he turned it round as the player came down. He should have hit it. So penalty goes in favour of the other team into the whites. Polon takes it quick. Up goes. QB goes left. Using this opportunity to really open up the horses in this 4th chukker. You can see the speeds just starting to get a little bit quicker and the players are just starting to get a little bit tougher. Oh, Torreira's got to be careful turning like that. That's definitely a Monterosso line. Up goes QB. Polon's trying to hit it, but he can't if Cruz is in the way. But umpire says you could have hit it. I think you could have. But Cruz says, have a look. So they have, yeah, they've awarded a penalty to the team in white. This is a very steep learning curve for young Cruz, 17 years of age. And the sun is coming out in full force here. It's about 14, 15 degrees. The wind's sort of variable at the moment. The pitch not doing too badly at all here at the Le Lyon ground. Tomorrow, like we said, it's King Power versus Emlaw and Park Place versus White Crane. 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock. 2 games tomorrow in the opening part of this Justina Ian Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. So a undefended 30-yard penalty to Montarosa. Looks like it's on the 30. I can't see from here. Is it on the 30? Yes, it is. And it's QB Tocolino, a 40-yard penalty. Oh, has he done it? No, he hasn't. His horse didn't help him out very much there. He came in a little bit of an angle. You could see just started to kick its ass out a little bit. Look, there we go. Just sort of turned as he took that swipe and just hooked it left a little bit like he did at the other end of the field. So relief for Great Oaks. That really could have done with that QB. So they might have another go at this. Cruz Heggie brings in the ball. Waiting is Mackenzie Weiss. They take the drive, and I think, yes, he took the drive into the back, unfortunately, of Mackenzie Weiss's horse. Not intentionally, of course, but I think that pressure from the Monterosso team just got a little bit to the Cruz Heggie. Great Oak, so 30-yard penalty. Once again now, who's stepping up? Mackenzie. It was for him, so he's going to go for it. Mackenzie Weiss steps up, and in it goes. Goal for Mackenzie Weiss. Taking it to 8-7. 8 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go in this fourth chukker. This chukker seems to have gone on for a long time, but we have actually started to see a little bit more polo starting to form from both teams. A couple of set patterns coming into play from Barto and Tadera for the Great Oaks. Monterosso still looking, even though they're only 1 goal behind, in my opinion, a little bit like they haven't found their groove yet. A little bit messy in places, but must be hard to get that balance right with Polon and then QB. But they've played a lot together, so, oh, hang on, there's a whistle there, and we've lost Alessandro out of shots, Alessandro Bassoni. Just make sure he's okay. Oh, I really do hope he's okay. So I know he's up. He's up. He just looks a little bit winded. I think there was some marking going on at the top half of the field, out of shot. It's great to see him up on his feet. He picks his stick up a bit, just hit the deck a little bit hard, I think. Not sure if it was his horse that stumbled or if there was some strong marking going on, but looks like he's going to remount, so that's fantastic news. And a little stop in play. Just caught the side of his ribs, I think, by the looks of it. You fall that hard, that quick, get a little bit of a wind in there. 1 second to go, so this probably will be the end of the fourth chukker. 8-7, but looks like he's got a bit of break between the fourth and fifth chukker to get his win back. So, like I said, a very, very warm welcome to all of you if you're joining us here at Polo Line for the start of this Justinian and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. We have 12 teams entered in this tournament. And follow us on Polo Line OK, Polo Line International, as in Polo Line INT, and Polo Line Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can see it there. Lots of polo here in the UK season, but also on the European season as well. Lots happening all over the world, and we will try and cover as much of it for you as possible. So, latest news, updates, make sure you tune in. I think that is going to be, they're going to play the 1 second of the end of this chukker, and then everybody will go and change ready for the fifth chukker here at Le Lyon ground. Last year's runners-up here, Great Oaks Le Lyon. They made the final against Monterosso. They won it in 2018 with Alessandro Bassoni. And did you know, so the team Monterosso comes from the family origins. It comes from it's about 500 kilometers away from Rome in the Cinque Terre. There's a place called Monterosso. And that is why Alessandro called his team Monterosso. Saved on the line. Fired back up. No chance for that from the white team. Can it come back to QB? QB Tocolino. They had a throw in. He's going away. He's going to try and get one in. I think we've probably got more time. Oh, there's the time gone, and that is the end of the fourth and final chukker. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 to Great Oaks Le Lion, 7 to Monterosso for the 2021 Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. We're chukker 4, not chukker 3. Don't worry about that. And we'll be back for chukker 5 very shortly as these teams go and change onto their fresh ponies. So we'll see you after the break. Well, welcome back to the Justinery and Brooks, the 2021 Prince of Wales Trophy. And we are now ready for the fifth chukker. There's John Horswell, coach, the man, the myth, the legend. Well, they're not the myth. He's definitely not the myth. He's the legend. He's there. He's the coach for Le Lion, for Great Oaks. He's been out in Florida. He's now here helping out, making sure these boys can repeat some fantastic polo like they did last year. There's Barto Castagnola, one of the captivating Castagnolas, playing in the number 3 position, and he is off a handicap of 9 goals, and he is flying. 20 years of age and in the same colour as his father, legend Lola Castagnola, also a 9-goaler in Argentina. Well, 10 goals at one point, but 9 goals at the moment is Barto, along with his brother Camilo Heta, who's 8 goals. And John there just giving a few tips to the guys as they go back out ready for the start of the 5th chukker. They've got their head screwed on. It's a nice looking team. They're finding their groove at the moment. A little bit more than I would say Monterosso. Dylan Bacon, he handled out last year. Can he repeat this? Can they get some good polo going this year? The winners of the Queen's Cup, the winners of the French Open. They were runners-up of this tournament. They were the 2020 Gold Cup for the British Open runners-up. So some good, strong organisations here opening this match and opening the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. So in it goes, ball, and it's straight back out, straight to the boards and up to Barto. It's a fine-looking horse. He asked for a little bit more speed, but he hasn't got it. Polon comes in a lot quicker. No backhand connecting properly there. Dylan Bacon asks for a little bit more as he comes down. Hooked Mackenzie Weiss. That was a beautiful hook. Just cancelled the play out. But Cruz is there. Cruz Eggy, little stop and turn. He's got a bit of time. Back goes QB Tocolino for a little bit of pressure. They try to pass the ball up to Guillermo Terrera. Terrera goes for the long shot. He looks up. Has he got it? He does. He does. No, and it's gone wide. But nice try from him. A little bit of pass and play from the Great Oaks starting this fifth chukker. Just trying to catch Monterosso a little bit off guard as they try and take that advance on home turf. So Polon, Uruguayan, his father 10 goals, his grandfather was 7 goals. No, other way around. His grandfather was 10 goals, his father was 7 goals, and he is one of the all-time greats of this polo world, winning so many Argentine titles, 9 titles to his name, and great to have him here on the UK circuit. And Monterosso are very lucky to have him, as they are with QB Tocolino. They've been a good partnership with Bazzoni. QB Tocolino, he's got a brother called Santi who does the circuit as well. Can Alessandro finish it off? Yes, he can. Nice from QB into Alessandro. And now we are level 8 apiece here in the fifth chukker. We have a game on. So a little pass up from QB. And Cruz just couldn't get the hook. And Alessandro just managed to pop one in. He'll be happy. I hope he's feeling okay after that little tumble. It looks like he's all right now. Probably some sore ribs in the morning. But great to see him continuing. So back to the middle. Peter Wright asking the players to line up. Umpire Tim Bounds on the other side. We've got Howard Smith. He's the third man, the eye in the sky, should I say. And in goes the ball. Comes straight out the front from Dylan Bacon. Dylan does well to get it. Barto comes in, picks it up. Oh, what a lovely horse. I'd do anything to have a horse like that. Barto does the little fake and then takes it round. Look how he's just taking it from one side to the other. He's just found loads of space, but it hits a divot. Guillermo Tadera is there, though, to back up. In goes Polon, a little bit of pressure. What can he do? Tadera, used to this. Very, very experienced player. Goes on his own, nice and calm, along to the far side. Bird of prey on the field as the balls come through. A bird takes off, flies out. There's the little chip on the near side. Can Bassoni bring it back? No, Monterosso. And there's a whistle. Straight in front of the goal. Now, could this go either way? Let's have a look at both of them think it. Peter Wright is saying exactly what happened. Let's have a look. So the ball came down. It was taken on the near side. Lost then by Mackenzie Weiss. In comes Dylan. Stolen from underneath Monterosso's stick, so it is a penalty awarded, but it's just a short penalty for Monterosso as they were defending. It goes to QB Tocolino. Tocolino now, a little pass and play. Now, what will happen here? He checks back. He's got hassle there from Cruz. Polon is behind. Good marking there from Tadera. Up goes Dylan Bacon. They're trying to draw the men out. Now QB comes back in on Cruz. Leaves it free for Polon, for David. Polon now up in the air. Just trying to find, if he can, Mackenzie Weiss, but it hasn't gone exactly where it needed to go, I think. Or Mackenzie Weiss wasn't in the area. Barto comes down, picks it up, brings it round. Mackey's there to finish up any mistakes. Yes, he does. Takes it on the near side. Looks up to the goal. Is he going to go for it? No, definitely not from there, he says. Brings it back in, but Dylan Bacon's in the way. They look for the whistle, but there isn't any, and it's right in front of goal. And whistle on the play. Tadera coming through for Great Oaks. Alessandro Bassoni on the line as well. So the line is established by Great Oaks, and unfortunately Alessandro just coming across there. So a little stop in play, 3:24 on the clock. We'll use this opportunity for halfway through each chukker, 4 players to change onto fresh ponies. There he is, Dylan Bacon. The Roaring Lions, and they roared through last year. 8-8 apiece in the 5th. 4-man polo they play, and definitely from last year, Dylan has earned his weight in gold. And he has the, definitely has the hashtag of bringing home the bacon as his Instagram, because that's what they did last year with the Queen's Cup and the French Open. So look him up, bring back the bacon, Dylan Bacon. Runner-up, they made it all the way through to the final of this Prince of Wales with Park Place. And Park Place just managed to take them in the final. So, exciting match now, starting to get a little bit brighter from a polo point of view, but also from the sun. And you know what? It just feels good. It feels right. It feels good to be playing polo. It feels good to see everybody here. It just feels right. Everybody's had enough. What a hard, tough year we've all had. every single life has been affected by this COVID pandemic. You cannot say that it hasn't touched you in any way whatsoever. And it is so good to see people coming out the other side and even stronger. I mean, look at this 12 teams in the Prince of Wales for one, but just in general, everybody appreciating life that little bit more. And what a fine strike from Barto, straight through, but it ricocheted off a stick, I think, and it just went off to the right-hand side. So interesting to see what they do here. They've all got 2 league matches to play. There's 12 of them in 2 leagues. Can't sit on your laurels too much, and you can't treat this tournament as a warm-up either. These teams are competitive, and it's going to be very interesting. There's about 4 or 5 teams up here that I would like to see really battling out of these 12, and it's going to be tough, really tough. So QB Tocolino tries to get a stick on that, but Polon's there. That's, ooh, how has he managed to keep that on the end of his stick? I don't know. It's still there. It's still there. Cruz is in the way. Don't do it again, Cruz. And there is the goal. What a run from Polon Sterling. Literally, that ball and that stick, it was like it was on the end of a piece of elastic. I mean, look at this. Look, it's bouncing around and he just puts it in the way. Cruz has got in the way. In comes Dylan. Everyone pulls out last second and Polon Sterling pops it in. They take the lead for the very first time in this match so far. 9 goals. Monterosso up on the scoreboard for the first time in this opening match. So, players, in it goes. Straight to Cruz. What's he got? Leaves it for Barto. I think he was caught off it. Let's hope he was, because I think he was. Left it for Barto. QB Tocolino comes in for Monterosso. Oh, I think he should have hit it. Took too long. Too long, too long. Whistle was blown. So QB should have released that a lot earlier. You'll see this. So he comes round. So he's got Tadera waiting. He should have taken the shot there, but he went back to give it a little tap. And actually what he should have done with the rules is hit that straight away, that one time. And umpire Peter Wright straight onto it. So was Guillermo Tadera. He was like, right, you should have hit that. That's ours. Thank you very much. Such a good switch this. He's made the switch, Guillermo. He's gone from last year he played for Monterosso. This year he's playing for Great Oaks Le Lyon. It's a real switch up. It's the same for Polon as well. Well, he's a newcomer to the team, should I say. For Monterosso. Interesting lineup. Right, okay, penalty. From the spot. Looks like a 40. It looks like a 40 line there. But the Barte Castagnola coming up, 1:27 on the clock. Can they take Grey Oaks back up to draw again with Monterosso? It's fine. It's fine. It's up high. There's the flag. Barte says, we were behind, but not for long. 9-9. So there's one more chucker to go after this. And what a nice, just easy, open match to start with here for the opening of the Prince of Wales Trophy. Both teams just finding their feet, finding the format, working out the horses, working out whose forte is where. Mackenzie Weiss, like I said, watch him grow throughout this tournament and throughout the high goal season. This boy is on fire. Watched him with Coca-Cola and Gillian Johnson's team and Nico Pierres in Florida. Las Monjitas with Polon Sterling last year, winning the CV Whitney Cup. And he is definitely one to watch. It'll be interesting to see how QB Tocolino and Polon Sterling get a good partnership balance. And then you have, obviously, the captivating Castagnola Barto. I mean, he is just the cog, the giant cog in this massive wheel of the Bacon team. And there's the drive up to Dylan. Up to Tadera. He's loose. No one's marking him. Polon can get to him. He's taken a stab at it. He's got his stick up in the air, but no goal. He's looking for something. And that is the whistle. That is the end. I think that's the time, but he's asking Peter Wright for something, but that'll be the end of the 5th chukker. I think we did hear a whistle as the players go off. Yeah, Cruz is off, Bartow's going off, so it's 9-9 in the end of the 5th chukker here at Le Lyon ground for the Justine and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. And we are due for one more chukker to go. And what a chukker it should be. So we'll see you very shortly. Enjoy the breaks and see you after the break. So welcome back, everybody, to the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy, the 2021 opening tournament hosted by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. We're here at the Le Lyon ground, as you can see, the Great Oaks Le Lyon grounds, and there are two of the sterling players, Barto Castagnola and Guillermo Terrera, the number 2 and number 3 for this team. Runners-up of last year's final, the Prince of Wales Trophy. You join us, and the score is 9-9 here, going into the last chukker. Barto opening up the batting well here for Dylan Bacon and the team, 20 years of age, playing alongside here in the UK with his brother Camilo Castagnola Heta, who's playing for Talandrakas actually in this Prince of Wales tournament. Ground's not looking too bad after 5 chukkers. Everybody finding their groove, players and ponies alike. And we head into the 6th and final chukker. This is the opening match. There's 12 teams entered into this tournament. That is impressive for the Prince of Wales. 2 leagues of 6 teams in each. They all have 2 league matches, and then we go to a penalty shootout if we need to. And then from there, we go to the subsidiary final, and then the final on the 29th of May. Played all over the surrounding area and lots of different grounds, and then the final being played at the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. A very big thank you to Justinery and Brooks as well for their support, the fine wine and spirit merchants up in St. James's in London, for their continued support in polo, cementing that bond between the sport of kings and, of course, the Prince of Wales, opening the club in 1986, the Royal County of Berkshire. So lots of royal connections, and there's a drive up to Alessandro Bassoni. This is the now opening up into the set. Oh, that was a nice drive from Cruz, but he couldn't quite get it. He tried. In comes Barto. Barto now not being marked. Oh, finding it hard to get hold of him. He seems to be a little bit loose in today's match, making those important plays when they count. Look, he comes back out of it again. Other teammates coming in just to make that way for him. Waiting is Mackenzie Weiss. What's Barto going to do? He decides to hit it, not the hit that he wanted actually on that one. Mackenzie Weiss has a cracking backhand this time. Who can ride onto it? Full on. Sterling claims that ball, claims that line. He's right in front. He's got to make some time. There's the shot. There's the shot on goal. He tries to find it through the groove. Oh, Cruz tries to go, and what a save. What a save from Cruz Heggie. That was redeeming himself for some of those earlier infringements of play. Cubi Tocolino. Hassled by Barto. Barto Castagnola came in, took him out, took it on the near side, and there is a whistle there. Now, what is that? Now, could that have been a whip? Could that have been? Let's have a look. Did he go a little bit too much with the near side? 1-2 from QB. Ball in play. Let's have a look. And they're moving up the field, the umpires. Looks like it's going in favour of Great Oaks Le Lyon. And I think they're going against the white team Monterosso. We'll find out exactly what that was for, if it was too many uses of the whip there, or if there was a foul from the white player behind. There was a white player coming up in front of a Great Oaks player behind that play, so the umpire called that. So 9-9. This could be the deciding factor just to open up this game once more if Great Oaks can do this. It's Barto Castagnola, 20 years of age, comes round. Just coming off the Palm Beach Open final where he played with Juan Martinero. Oh, that's just gone wide. The flag man went up with the flag, but I could see from here it went wide, and I think the players agree as well, and I think the umpire agrees as well, and I'm sure Barto probably agrees as well, even though deep down he doesn't want to. So that was gone wide. That is unfortunate. That could have given them that wind in the sails, given that lion a little bit more of a roar. They take it quickly. Monterosso trying to catch Barto unawares. Cubi Tocolino on a really nice run. That's nice opening up horse. Mackenzie Weiss, he hasn't got much option. Oh, he's just shanked that a little bit. Just didn't get that full hit. So the speed gets shut right down, and he's got to come back in and save the day. Guillermo Terrera comes in, though, for Great Oaks. Cubi tries to come in there, but takes out the man. So Barto is free once again. Mackie's got to be on Barto a little bit more than he is, because every time Barto has it, Mackenzie's a few horses away. Another whistle there as Perlon Sterling had turned on the line to come down for Monterosso. Let's have a look at what the replay says. So it's a strike. Oh, okay. So strike up. I don't know if you could see there. Perlon Sterling was sitting on the line, waiting patiently, literally on the other side of the line, and able to come straight down to take that. But unfortunately, Great Oaks just coming across to try and take it on the near side. So it will be a penalty awarded to the white team for Monterosso. Can this be their chance to just get a little bit more wind in their sails and just break this tie? It's been 9-9 now for a while. They were the first team to take they were the first, to come back in the fifth chukker. They hadn't led at all, Monterosso, and they came back to take themselves there. But then Great Oaks replied. 9-9 now, the score in this final chukker. Tomorrow we have Park Place versus White Crane at 11 o'clock and King Power versus M-Law at 3 o'clock. For those of you that might just be tuning in now across the world, welcome. Argentina, Thailand, America, wherever you may be tuning in from, we are in the opening matches and the opening game of the Prince of Wales Trophy. There's the strike from Perlon. It's beautiful. And it's through. The flag goes up. Perlon Sterling making his penalties count. And the way that horse just canters up, and it's one big strike. Up, up, up it goes, straight down the middle and through. Barto didn't even get his stick out to try and get onto that one. So, Monterosso take the lead once again. 10-9 here at the Le Lion ground. This is it now. Everyone's going to start ramping it up even more if they can. Dylan Bacon bringing home the bacon. Can he do it again this year? Up to Cruz Heggie, 17 years of age, his debut here in the UK season. Eldest son of the polo legend, of course, Eduardo Russo Heggie. And we shout out to Pedro, and wish him well in his recovery, Russo. We all wish him well. So in we go now. Guillermo Terra. Oh, confusion there from Tocolino. He thought he got it. This could be it. This could be a chance. This could be a chance for Terrera. Terrera's got to hit it in. There's a bit of traffic. Has he done it? Oh, I think it's gone off. I think it took a stick and it went off. We'll see what the umpire has to do when they come back. They're going to use this opportunity to stop on the whistle to quickly change horses up onto some fresh ones ready, or bringing something back from the first or second chukker. The third chukker, the fourth, rotating these horses, just finding their groove here at the start of the season. There is Dylan. So good to see this organisation back again, playing the high goal, 22 goal polo. Well, most teams are 22 goal in this tournament. I think there's only one or two that just drop a little bit. White Crane, I think they're at 20 goals. And I think Thai Polo coming in at 21 goals. But 10 teams all hitting the 22 goal league on the button. And we were just saying, if you have just joined us or you've just late, it is so good to be here back in the UK playing polo with so many teams lined up for such a high goal season, alongside the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup, the new tournament in August at the Ghantoot Polo Club. Another high goal tournament put in there. The demand is great and the quality just gets stronger and stronger. And we hope you guys have managed to come through what has been such a dire year, but you've come out of it and you are all looking forwards to enjoying some polo. Unlucky Barto. Barto just turning that ball, just bounces out over the boards. So it'll be a little spot to the opposite team. In comes Ballon Sterling, and the number 4 for Monterosso. It's getting a little bit messy there. Tadela comes through. 3 blues, 2 whites. There goes the run. Can they find it? Can they find Barto? Can they find Can they find Cruz? No, they can't. In comes Ballon again. There's the little backhand. Can Mackenzie be free and take that forwards? Will he crack under the pressure? He's pretty good under pressure, this boy, but he's finding his groove here on the UK season in his opening match. Unlucky for Alessandro, couldn't get the backhand. In comes Barto, but Alessandro knew exactly that he'd made a mistake and just popped himself across the line of young Barto, just trying to get that near side backhand, and unfortunately gives away a penalty, which is not ideal for where they are with 1:57 on the clock. So what can they do from here? A little power play would be good. So let's have a look. Terrera goes up. He goes up to the left. Dylan's in there, being hard pressed by Alessandro. Cubi Tocolino, he's trying to get to Cubi. Polon thought he got fouled there. Oh no, Polon's been left behind, and now this is Barto. Barto coming up. Mackenzie Weiss is going to struggle to get him. It's still Barto. Barto Castagnola, he's deadly from here. He might score from here. Cubi, what can you do? Barto, it's right there. Can it be finished? Oh, Dylan Bacon tried to get on the end of that one. What an attack from the Lions. What an attack from Great Oaks, but just Cubi Tocolino maybe stopping that a little bit, and it just to the right of the post. Oh, Monterosso still up by 1 goal. That is what Great Oaks needed. They needed to get that in there to bring themselves to 10-10, but this could be the chance. What a ride-off from Tadera. Ballon's not happy. Oh, Barto's free. Mackenzie's left him loose again. This is a chance now. Barto right in fault. Can Mackenzie come in? Barto shoots. Barto scores. Polon not happy. Barto takes it in. That could take the score. Yes, it does. 10-10 now with 40 seconds to go. And it's all tied up. And it goes. Somebody needs to put something on the board now, although we are going for an extra time. Chuck, he's happy about that, Alessandro. he's he's happy about that. He's he's patting his horse, saying, "Well done, horse." So I think he's more happy that the fact that he gave one away earlier to Barto, and Barto had a foul because of it, and then he has just got his own back. So I think he feels a little bit more like he's redeemed himself. This could be the turning point. 10-10 in the opening game of the Justina Ian Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. And we thank them for their support. A royal warrant since King George III. I mean, that goes back to the late 1700s, I think. Cementing that bond and partnership with the polo and the traditional sport of kings. They are fine, fine wine and spirits merchants. They probably, I think they have over 4,000 different wines and some of the rarest collections of whiskies. If you are in London or you would like to look them up, they're in St. James's. 40-yard penalty awarded, courtesy of Alessandro Bassoni taking that. Bolon Sterling steps up. This could be it. Oh, wow. Did that go? What happened there? Somebody moving? Hang on a sec. Okay, so just going to take it again and find out why. There was a whistle just as Polon struck that ball. And then he's been asked to take it again. I think it might have been someone not back behind the line, but let's regroup and restart. So Polon, he absolutely smashed that one. So maybe he's just got to get himself dialed in a little bit more. Here we go. Oh, he's really not trying. He's smacked that really hard again. Now, where's that gone? No flags have gone up. And it's gone wide. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Polon Sterling misses the 60. Hits it so hard. Goes off to the wide to the wide to the right. Get the words out on this Wednesday morning. And it's still 10-10. Barta Castagnola says, right, we've got probably a few seconds to go before we can get this ball in. Can we do it? There's Dylan Bacon. There's a whistle over on the far side by the umpire. Still in time. Not much time. Let's have a look. So Barte comes down. Dylan Bacon comes in front of the Great Oaks player. The ball bounced out of play. The ball bounced out of play. Right, okay. So I think all the players are going off. And they're calling that the end of the sixth chukker. So we're into a tie. Looks like we're going into overtime. It's 10-10. And for the first time, Monterosso took that lead back. Great Oaks came back again, but they just couldn't get that penalty. And if Berlon had just managed to convert that one, but the plan now is one more chukker. So Great Oaks 10-10, Monterosso, Justina and Brooks, Prince of Wales trophy, and we'll come back to you as soon as we can for the overtime. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you very shortly. So, welcome back. You join us here at the Le Lyon grounds for the extra time. We have just had 6 good, strong chuckers here for the opening match of the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. As you can see there, 10-10 at the end of the 6. And, pretty good all the way through, pretty evenly matched. 3-2, 4-3, 6-5, 8-7. And then off went Monterosso, taking the lead in the 5th for the very first time, but Great Oaks came back. And then we went a 9-9, 10-10 at the ends. We've missed a couple of penalties from both sides, which could have actually helped save us from going overtime. The last being Polon Sterling's 60 that he just took, just put it wide, and hence we are into an exciting overtime for the very first match. Follow us line on Polo Line OK at the Instagram, Facebook Polo Line int, INT, and Twitter Polo Line. And then you can catch up with all of the latest interviews, results, profiles, and a very, very big thank you to everybody that has sent messages in as well today. Everybody across the world tuning in from America, Argentina, Thailand, India, wherever you're tuning from. A very, very big warm welcome to you to one of the first high goal matches of the UK season. And how good is it to be back? How good is it to have 12 teams in the Prince of Wales Trophy? I mean, we've had such a disastrous year in some respect. Everybody has been affected by the COVID pandemic, but what a way to kick off. The sun is shining, the weather is getting better, and great oaks, like a great oak, we are emerging from the ground. We're blossoming, we are turning green, we're growing with strength. And yes, the polo community is literally on the rise, and we look forward to such a high goal season. There is young Cruz Heggie, 17 years of age, eldest son of Russo Heggie, and he's wearing actually the same colour helmet, I think, as Russo wears, I think, or wore, should I say. And a big shout out to Pedro. We wish you all the best in your recovery from all of us here in the UK and the polo community. So we're back for the overtime, sudden death, extra goal, golden goal, whatever you want to call it. We are back for that now and see who will take this win from this first opening game. Great Oaks Le Lyon, they obviously were the runners-up. They did very well in this opening season, opening match last year, the opening tournament. They got all the way through to the final, narrowly missing out to Park Place, who beat them 13-9. And that was with Alessandro Muzio, Dylan Bacon, Barto was there, and then Santiago Laborde, I think, was there in that team. So a little bit of a switch up in this team, but it's early days. It's the first opening match, and it's great to start with overtime. Yes, who could have predicted that? I was not going to predict that at the beginning of the start of the match. And thank you, Le Lyon, for hosting us here, and the big thank you to the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club for putting on this tournament. The final will be played there on the 29th of May, along with some other matches. Big thank you to Jamie Morrison and the team, and of course the Prince of Wales connection, having founded and from the late Brian Morrison, and the Prince of Wales opening up and putting his stamp on it in 1986. The Prince of Wales trophy, aptly named, putting in all of that royal connections along with the Justinery and Brooks wine merchants. Here we go. Barto and Heta, when they play together, are unstoppable, but Barto on his own is even more deadly, as you just don't know where he's going to go. Right, here we go. Barto, can he do it? It's 10-10. It's ex-golden goal now. Are we going to see a goal early on, or are we going to see it late? There's Mackenzie Weiss. What's his horsepower like? He's got Cruz Heggie. He's away. Mackenzie Weiss from America. First time here playing proper UK high goal season. He's only got Dylan Bacon. This could be it. I've seen him win the CV Wheatley Cup with Las Monjitas. I've seen him just play with Coca-Cola. Mackenzie Weiss! Oh, Mackenzie Weiss. Oh, no, that could have taken them. Oh, bouncing ball a little bit. He got it. He just had to check up a little bit. He needed a little bit more break. Just ran out of pitch. Literally needed, say, another half a length or two just to get that stick to it, but unlucky. Oh, wow. Good run for Mackenzie Weiss. I'd built him up and everything, and then he just goes and misses. But no, it's great to have him. He's a good kid, 18 years of age, son of Andres Weiss, Argentine polo player. Right, so ball brought in from Great Oaks End. Ooh, right across the goal. Good decision or bad decision? Well, Barto's got it, so it was a good decision. Takes out QB Tocolino, so QB's gone. He's been marked. Mackie Weiss is waiting, not sure what to do with Barto. Polon's gone back in defence. He's got to keep that back door shut, but it hits Cruz. This is all up to you now. Alessandro can't do it because he'll foul. Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon, does he bring it home? Dylan Bacon! Oh, gone wide. Nice try from Dylan. Now this is an exciting game. Always good when it goes to overtime. Took a while to get going this game, but it is the start of a long couple of weeks. QB Tocolino. Mackie Weiss is in the middle. He's got Polon. He says, leave it. Polon calls for it. That's nice. Barto's there. QB says, bring it back to me. Goes to fake the big one and then goes for the run. Asks his horse for a bit of speed. Barto's got to catch him up now. Polon is deadly from here. He is a goal scoring machine. Hits a divot. Oh, QB rushed it. He rushed it. No. Just turns. Manages to turn in time and not cause a foul. Gets a beautiful backhand, but not sure exactly where that was supposed to go to and to who. Oh, Mackie does very well. Mackie Weiss to check up, gets taken out in the process. It's in the far corner. They're all trying to just get it away from that Great Oaks End, and it falls to Tereda. Tereda now. In comes Cruz behind. Barto's there, so even if one gets cancelled out, Barto's there. Nobody's marking him. Mackie, you've got to drop back and make sure you keep an eye on Barto because something's going to happen here. Polon's going to get cancelled and Barto's going to come through, but there's Cruz now. Cruz Heggie, can he redeem himself? He's had a really good couple of last chuckers. Took a while to warm up into this game. QB Tocolino, Dylan Bacon, back to Cruz Heggie. Heggie now spots it over, but it goes to on the near side. Barto takes it. I thought he was okay, but the umpire thought no. And I think Barto thought he was all right. Let's have a look. So it's a lovely backhand from Cruz Heggie. He's got to take it on the near side, which he does, but in doing so, he drifts a little bit over the Great Oaks team. So I think they will award a penalty to the white team. So they're going to use this time again to change in overtime just to get some onto some different horses. Well done, Alessandro Bassoni. There he is, the number one in the white shirt with his team, with QB Tocolino. They've played a lot together. They started doing the English high goal, I think, in 2017. They've played in the Dominican Republic, in Argentina. And QB's an 8-goaler in Argentina. He was 9 goals for some time. Back down to 8 now. Actually, yeah, he's changing teams. For those of you interested in the Argentina team for Palermo, he'll be playing for La Arentita, actually, with Isidro Strada, Santiago Lozar, and Secundo Bacino. So that's he'll be with the Argentina boys and girls. Right, so who's coming out on a Ferrari? Who's coming out on a rocket? Who's going to come out with something that can just make those extra little plays count here in overtime? Fresh horses, 10-10 overtime to go. Bolon back out on the field. There's Alessandro Bassoni, Mackie Weiss. And a few people, a few families on the side of the field. So good to see faces here at Polo and hear the families' support. Last one to come out, QB Tocolino with that distinctive hat. Is it going to be a Tocolino and have that? Is it going to be one of those at the end? Will it be him that will score this goal? Or will it be Barto? Who will it be? Okay, so penalty claimed by Alessandro Bassoni. Barto just coming over a little bit before that stop of play there on the near side. So this is so important, this power play. What's he going to do? So he's driven it forwards. Tadera's going to come onto the line. That might have given it away. It bounced off his horse. Okay, so that's very lucky for Polon. Mackenzie Weiss comes around. Polon says, I'm going up. QB says, I'm behind. Mackie doesn't quite take it. Oh, there's a lovely little takeout from Tadera on Polon, but it's all up to Mackie. Mackie can't get to it. QB turns the first. Tocolino, he's got Polon behind him. Dylan Bacon there. Tadera is not leaving Polon alone, but Polon pops in behind, leaves Guillermo. He looks up. He's going for the long one. Ooh, hit Dylan. Hope he's all right. Hit him on the elbow. And they're going for a foul, the Monterosso team. It bounced off Dylan. Created a new line. The white team thought that line was theirs. Great Oaks thought it was theirs. And hopefully Dylan's okay. Let's have a quick look at this. So Polon looks up. He goes for the big one. No one's there. Just comes off Dylan. Barto tries to go for the ball, but QB Tocolino is coming down the line, taking that establishment of the right of way. So it is a penalty. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the end of the first match if this is converted by QB Tocolino. It is a penalty right in front of goal. It's undefended. It's all up to QB Tocolino, taking it now. Up it goes. He's done it. And you hear a few cries from the Monterosso end. QB Tocolino pops it through in overtime. Congratulations to Monterosso in the white shirts. Very, very unlucky. Both teams deserve to win that. They literally did just run out of time. It could have gone either way, but there is the final score. 11 Monterosso, 10 Great Oaks Le Lion. They were a little bit behind throughout the whole of the match, Monterosso. Took a while to get going. It wasn't until the fifth chukker that they started to find their groove. Missed a couple of penalties. They're very lucky. Polon missed that one that took them then into overtime. And then it is fallen to QB Tocolino to take that one. Well done to him. A good start for Ignacio. He actually turns 41 in a couple of days. I think his birthday's at the end of May. Yeah, May the 27th. Talking about birthdays, happy birthday to Facundo Pierres. But a big, big win for them. That'll give them a real boost. Don't count out Great Oaks Le Lion. They could have also taken that win today. So just running out of time there, but it was the penalty. Unlucky for Barto getting called on that, and unlucky for Great Oaks Le Lion. So first opening match has been completed for the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy here. We play from today all the way up to the 29th of May. We play at all the different pitches around the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. And a big thank you to our sponsors, Justinery and Brooks, the fine wine and spirits merchants. We have a few goals here. Let's have a look at some of these goals from the tournament. QB Tocolino popping that one in there in the play. Pops that in. There's another one here. A nice little backhand. But Barto reads it well. This was early on in the beginning of the game, and Barto does a beautiful cut shot for a Great Oaks goal. Let's have a look at some extra goals here that from the match, some of the best ones. Look at this one from Tadera. This is the goal of the match for me. Look at that. That is the goal for me. Out wide, he cuts it in and pops it straight through the traffic. And another one. He answers here. Boom. Little curve on that one. Nearly as impressive as the other one. But yeah, Tadera had a great game for me today. Mackie Weiss just finding his groove. Alessandro Bassoni just finishing this one off from QB for Monterosso. And again, this is what Polon does so well. He's down, he's hunched over the horse, he's got his stick right down, and he just guides it in like it's attached to a piece of elastic. And that is the final goal there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. Thank you very much for joining us for the first match here for the Justinery and Brooks, produced by Polo Line TV and hosted by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. It is the Prince of Wales Trophy. You've just seen Monterosso take a win in extra time against Great Oaks. Please join us tomorrow where we have... at 11 o'clock, we have Park Place versus White Crane. And White Crane coming in. That'll be interesting off a 20-goal handicap. Thank you for them for putting in a team. And then we have King Power. They had a year off last year. They're back now. And what a lineup they have. Top has really gone all guns blazing. So I can't wait to see how King Power at 3 o'clock versus M-Law. And it'd be lovely to see the M-Law red and white boys with Spencer McCarthy back again. So a very, very big thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed the production here from Le Leon grounds. We wish you the best of the days, and we will catch up tomorrow. Get yourselves ready for the first match at 11 o'clock. I've been Carl Uda Martinez, and I'll see you again next time.